kid.
yeah. When I was in Pennsylvania with the
Yeah.
When I was
Bears.
in Pennsylvania with the Bears.
And that's good.
Y'all are
I think it's how we
hilarious.
reframe our conversations, our points. But another thing is that.
Well, I'm just fact checking Jade
Yeah.
because I think that
Mhm.
she also probably saw Britney Spears in the Pepsi commercial and wanted to be a lesbian as well.
Oh, that's
So
what,
that's what
I
I'm
want
trying
to
to
say.
I was
say.
kind of into Hanson.
If you're gay,
Yeah.
in the comments, let us know if either Pepsi or Coke helped push you there. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you
which
had
one
the
helped
thought
push
in your
you?
head, and then you were like, wait. After seeing the gladiator fight scene between Beyonce and Pink and Britney, like, did that push you over, or was it the
Or
fun?
was
Like,
it the
we
polar
want to
bear?
hear.
Or was it the polar
Or was
bear?
it the polar
I don't mean to
bear? 'Cause
stereotype,
that's a different thing.
but I feel like Diet Coke is like the gay soda. Like,
Fair.
it's the gay soda.
I think that's fair.
I feel like it's just, it's
I've
streamlined.
never,
It's cute.
met a homosexual that was like, "Give me a Diet Pepsi
Yeah,
right
never,
away."
Never.
All of
Ew.
the gay people I know drink Diet Pepsi.
They're not gay. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they do improv.
That's so crazy. Surprise! They're not gay. Oh my god! A revelation.
Hold on a second. You're trying to say my friends that are gay aren't gay.
Surprise! They're not gay. That don't make sense. That never happens.
Yeah.
Okay, last weekend
Yeah.
I went. It's my birthday this week,
Oh,
and
happy
we went on a
birthday.
Yeah.
We went on a trip.
Yeah.
Famously, everyone who went on the trip was gay.
Was it the
except
Big
for
Bear
me.
trip?
Yeah.
Okay.
And who brought Pepsi and Diet Pepsi? My friend Dan.
All of the queer folk.
And
Oh,
that's
no,
what we
Dan.
drank the whole weekend with tequila. And why was that? Because we knew we wanted to have a really
Because
good
it was your
time.
birthday and he knew you
Yeah,
liked
and you
Pepsi,
liked Pepsi.
and he gave up what he probably really wanted in order to celebrate you.
Okay, we're getting into the blunders, but I want to just speak on the blunders really briefly. Obviously, Crystal Pepsi was incredibly, like, people were scared of it. But I'll say this. Once it came out and then obviously it was a flop, it was the only thing my dad ever bought. And it was
Because it was for
So
sale.
because it was on sale. So I drank a lot of Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah.
And so I have a little bit of a fond place in my heart for Crystal Pepsi, even though it was kind of a
You know
blunder.
what?
But it was, you know,
It did.
when
there was-
it
when I
scared
met you, I
people.
thought
You
she's
thought-
drank a lot of Crystal.
There are
Yeah.
people on YouTube that literally are drinking like old expired Crystal Pepsi. And I was like, that's kind of gross.
I think in
No, but that's
Time
iconic.
Time Magazine ranked Crystal Pepsi one of the worst 10 products of all
You're
time.
kidding.
And I feel like
Wow.
that
And I was
it's-
drinking it like all
It's perfect
yeah.
for Pepsi's like vibe because they're not afraid to like shoot big. But yeah, people were like
Yeah.
afraid of it
It
Yeah.
was
because it was
scary.
clear but tasted like Pepsi.
Pepsi,
So they're
like,
like,
it's
what
like-
did you have to do?
You know,
What's the
whenever,
syrup?
you know, whenever you like you go to drink, like you think it's water and it's
Yeah.
milk. That's what it felt like drinking. You're like, and then you're like, what is this?
You take a big
I
gulp
know
of
you
water
mean.
and it's
Yeah.
vodka. I'm
No,
like,
no.
this
Well,
is vodka.
Coke also messed up. In the 90s, they changed the formula slightly and people were outraged.
Oh yeah, they called it the new Coke.
Yeah, and they called it the new, and they were mad about it.
And you know what
Yeah.
they did?
What?
They made it more sweet because that's why when they had that like big campaign, they were like, oh, there was that commercial where someone's like, oh, can I have a Coke? And they're like, we don't have Coke, but we have Pepsi. Is that okay?
Yeah.
They like played with that and they were like,
Mhm.
Pepsi is actually the best. And
No, I don't think they said that.
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
And in blind taste tests, Pepsi did so much better than Coke, like in the 80s and 90s, because it was sweeter and it was just like easier to be like, this one tastes better. And so
Yeah.
Coke changed its formula to be like slightly sweeter. Like a Pepsi.
Yeah.
They changed it to
And
be like
people
a
were
Pepsi.
outraged. They were
Well,
like, this tastes like shit. Change
It's
it
so
back.
funny. It's so funny that it's so funny. I'm looking at this like Pepsi blunder list, and I'm like, "This is my dad loved all of it." I remember
They're like
because Pepsi
flops.
Blue,
Yeah.
Pepsi Blue was like a berry flavored thing, and I remember my dad
Oh, yeah.
again. It was on
Yeah.
sale. My dad was like, "Look at this Pepsi Blue. Yeah, let's get some Pepsi Blue." And we used to eat a lot of bologna casserole, which is another dish.
Oh my
But
God.
here's the thing: whenever you're somebody like me and you're just eating whatever, it's like bologna and egg casserole. You don't really care what you're drinking, but it was nice. It was cool. It was fun. It was like different. And
have
I
a
think
Pepsi.
we
goes
made
well
it was
with
like a thing where it was like, wow, berry flavored Pepsi. So in my house, these were not blunders.
I
Also-
passionately want you to work for Oscar Mayer.